A problem arises whenever someone like this man, Matt Dillahunty, starts destroying Christianity. He's one of a handful of people that are out now that go out and will debate apologetics, who've all steeped in this idea and think they've got it all figured out, and he just plows them under most of the times. Here we're going to look at him inside of a minute destroy all the thoughts of the Bible and the way that it would work and why you wouldn't even do it the way that or anything else. But let's just let him talk for a minute.
Just create the chosen people in heaven and leave everybody else out of it. If the goal is to get some people, specifically the people who like you and who you like to spend eternity with you, that's the most efficient plan. Create those people in the location with you. What's a boneheaded way to do this?
What he's talking about is if God wanted a certain amount of people in heaven and you could only, and it's only the top of the crop and all these type of things, why would they go through the most foolish way of doing things and flip-flop, and God shows that he changes his mind and all of these things that can add up if he's omnipotent. So this is again showing you a valley and a river and a path that leads through a myth that tries to connect things together that aren't actually rational even. Well, let's go.
And that would be to create a universe, wait billions of years, create a man out of mud and a woman out of that man, tell them not to do something that you know they're going to do, and then threaten them with death. And then when they do it, don't kill them, just make their life difficult. Then go through a comedy of errors of having people fail to love you or listen to you or obey you over and over, flood the world, start over again, confuse their languages in order to try to start over again, encourage war, gradually go from walking and talking with them to not interacting in any detectable way, and then magically impregnate a young girl so that you can take human form as a sort of God man that's fully God but fully man, which doesn't actually make sense, so that you can sacrifice yourself to yourself as a blood magic loophole for rules you're in charge of, so you can set aside your own anger, because that's the thing that we're being saved from, is God's wrath. It's just that it's declared to be justice. Then expect future generations to believe without sufficient evidence. But why?
You might want to go back through that slowly. I don't want to have to pick each part out in it and how God had to kill himself because of a sacrifice, because that's the way they did it before and everything, and it all makes some stupid loophole inside of his own self. Ha, God got himself. Or the fact that whenever people ever in the history of humanity, as archaeology looks back, have actually had one common language, like the Tower of Babel, that was Proto-Indo-European linguistics, used to be called Aryans, and it actually separates from India all the way to Ireland and most of the places, all of the places in between, and a hump up over a couple of areas that have a slight different linguistics. But if we wanted to look at that, that would be it. Only problem is that the dates that happens to converge at, back at the point where it apparently started, is well before even the world was created. So did they come from a different planet now to be able to fit into a stupid idea? Or perhaps we realize that there's a few of these things in this story that don't make any sense. And by a few, I mean the whole thing. Peace.